Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, and you're watching Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks, and it is a brand new episode of Who's That Cosplayer? And joining me today is somebody that is really awesome. We were mutuals up here on Instagram, and then I met them when I went to MegaCon, and I was calling out to Dio because I wasn't sure if it was them, but then they turned around and it was them, and that is Brennnndon. Brennnndon, how are you doing today?
I am great. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. I'm full of energy right now. I just finished being interviewed. I just finished working out, and I
Huh.
feel pumped. Well, I was gonna say so alive. I don't know, but no, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be interviewing you, and I'm happy that everybody is watching this interview. So before we get into today's interview, everybody that's watching, make sure that you like this video, you subscribe to the channel, and you hit that bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. And as D always says, podcast link down below in the description. Like, follow, subscribe. So Brennnndon, let's go ahead and get into today's interview. So the first question that I ask each and every guest up here is, what is your origin story? Every hero or villain has one, so tell everybody who you are.
All right. I was invited to Comic-Con in Arizona, and I was Frisk, and then I took a huge break, and the last thing I wanted to do, I was 12 years old, and the last thing I wanted to do was make batter from off, but I just did not have any capable means of doing that. And like just last year, my coworker gave me this hat, and that kind of spiraled me down into the whole like kind of like hobby again.
Nice. And it's like it spiraled you into it. And when you did the cosplay, did you wear this at a con, or was this, just something that you wanted to create?
I wore this for just a con that was happening in Savannah. I live in Georgia right now, and it was just like a thrown together thing because he just gave me the hat, and I was like, what if? And then the pieces just came together, and I'm like, and I got excited to paint it that white, and it was just all over from there.
Nice. So like, how was that first con experience?
It was really, really nice. It was a lot smaller than Arizona since that one was just absolutely huge. It was like all the ones in the West are like pretty huge since there's like not really a lot out there, but it was really, really nice. I got to see a bunch of my friends from school, and there was a lot more local art, and I really like that a lot.
Yeah. One of the cool things about going to smaller cons is that, for one, there isn't a lot of people there. And two, I feel like you can see so much more compared to like going to the bigger cons. Because like we met at MegaCon, and at MegaCon, like there were so many people there, and there was just so much going on. And I feel like if you didn't know where you were going to get lost, which me and my friend, we did get lost a couple of times. Was that your first time going to MegaCon as well?
It was, yeah. We only saw you on the last day too. It was
Right?
that large that we only saw you for only maybe like 10 minutes. Like it was absolutely huge. Oh gosh, we were part of the costume contest at Mega, and we were late, and we had to scale. We had to get to pre-judging, but we had to go across the entire con floor,
Yeah.
and
Oh my God.
it took so long.
Yes.
And oh my god, we got stuck behind the cart titan. Amazing cosplay. Just a little like So it was
No.
like, wow, you're so amazing. Oh god, I have to go. It was a lot to take in.
No, I feel you on that, man. And it's crazy because no matter which way you went, it's like it was going to take you at least a good 5 to 10 minutes, sometimes even 15, to get to the other side. And
Just
I remember,
one aisle.
yeah, it's like one. Well, I mean, like depending on which way you went, like I want to say that there was 3 aisles, but it was going to take you forever. It just sucked. And I feel like the only open area for real was where they had the celebrities at, because you could just
Yeah.
get through that. But it's like you had to go through these tiny aisles just to get to one side, and it was so crazy. And I missed out on meeting some of my mutuals because it was just so much going on, and then the service in the building sucked and whatnot. But overall, it was a fun con. Like I would love to go back there again.
I cannot wait for next year. It was absolutely amazing.
So I want to bring up, because you won cosplay contests in your Dio cosplay, which is what I saw you in MegaCon, and I was super excited because I was cosplaying as JoJo.
Oh yeah.
But I want to ask, like, how was it winning that award for the cosplay that you did? Because when I met you, I know that you told me that you made the cosplay yourself. So what was the process like of making that Dio cosplay? And when you entered it into the contest, did you think that you were going to win it?
Definitely not. I didn't win at Mega, but I won a judges award at Animazing, and I won a duo award with Beyond the World Art as my Poochie, and we did a little Poochie Dio thing at Central Florida Comic Con. And oh my gosh, that cosplay was such a passion project. It was my first JoJo cosplay. Like, I have been in love with JoJo for so long. I started an art account before I kind of glossed over into the more physical art. So that's kind of where I made my stake in the artistic community, and I knew I wanted to do someone big, but I didn't know who I wanted to do. And then I saw a feminine Dio cosplay on Pinterest, and it was this huge ball gown with this ornate sign, and I was like, what if I do Dio? And I just fell really fast from there. I was like, a sign. As soon as I thought of the sign, it was over. I just ran to Joann's, grabbed a bunch of fabric. I actually thrifted a lot of Dio. The headband was my old work jacket or shirts that happened to be green. The top used to be pants that I repurposed into a shirt.
That's nice.
And yeah, I did not expect to win. I actually went in as a solo on the first day, and that was on Saturday. I met Mike Beyond the World Art on Sunday, and he's like, do you want to compete? And I was like, okay. I met him maybe 5 minutes ago, and he just asked me on a whim, and I don't know, it was so fun. I loved competing with him. He has such an eye for theatrics. He was like, okay, you're gonna read, I'm gonna do this, and I'm like, all right. And yeah, no, it was absolutely amazing. Animazing, I definitely did not expect to win because everyone was so amazing. Someone had a Jinx fish bones. There was an Aloy made entirely from scratch with a working bow.
Yeah,
it was absolutely incredible. The people in Savannah are absolutely insane. But yeah, no, I placed with a Judges Award with my friend Cowboys in Space. They have an amazing Harley Quinn, and yeah, no, that was absolutely amazing. What's sad about that is I don't have a photo of me and my judge because that photographer ghosted. So we got none of the photos. But I have a video of them passing me the mic and me awkwardly giving a speech on stage.
It's the attention to detail, and this is all hand sewn. This is everything is hand sewn, no machine. It's really insane. If you'd like to tell us more about it.
Wow. Okay, so this is entirely all handmade by me, besides the shoes. I bought them. The sign is made out of PVC. I have laser cut wood for the planks. I made the vinyl and motion, printed out at Creative Coach. Love that job. And the cups are beautiful. Most of it was, well, this used to be a pantsuit, cut that down. Everything else, oh my, what
That's awesome. So look, you got to send me that video so that way I can put it right here in this part of the interview so people can see it, because I always think it's really awesome when you win an award when it comes to cosplay, because all right, story time. I won a cosplay contest and I wasn't cosplaying at all. I was just wearing regular clothes. And it was a Nintendo game night at Dave and Buster's, and they recorded me. And I was just going up there joking around. I was just like, man, there's no way I'm gonna win. You know what I'm saying? All I had on was a hoodie and some jeans. I said, there's no way that I'm gonna win. I'm going up here and I'm just making an ass of myself. So when they get to me, they're like, who are you cosplaying as? I'm just like, oh, I'm Street Thug #1 from Final Fight. And everybody in the room just lost it. And then because I am a professional wrestler and I know how to talk on the microphone, I just started talking, and then the room started cheering for me, and I won. And
hey,
how it made no sense, but I think it was because of crowd participation. But somebody did win. I won an award, and the person won an award, and I was happy about that because I would have felt so bad if I would have won and you actually had people there in cosplay. But I wanted to piggyback off of what you were saying about Beyond the World. amazing person. When I met you guys at MegaCon and we recorded the video, and when he had pulled the disc from behind me, I was just like, "Yo, where did this come from?" And I was just so flabbergasted. And it's just funny that you told that story about like how you met him and how y'all teamed up, because then when we were at Incredible Con and my friend Jamal was there, and y'all both entered the cosplay contest as Dio and Poochie, and then the video that we did, like that video that we did where he uses Made in Heaven and I just get erased from existence, like that video, like it's kind of blown up, and I'm shocked because it's funny. And then when the road roller comes at the end, like I died laughing every time.
I was not expecting that. It was
I don't know what I was thinking when I made that video, but the way that you had Jamal, like he was about to talk to you, and then as soon as you went in the character and was being Dio, he's like,
he got nervous. I felt so bad.
No, but it was so funny because I was just like, damn, Dio got Poochie speechless right now. And then when Itachi shows up and he's just like, where's Kisame at? Jamal looks at the disc and he's just like, Kisame. And it's just like he got the disc right there. It's so funny. So thank you so much for doing the videos with me at Incredible Con. Like it was such a cool experience.
Oh yeah, I loved that Mike did that to you, because that's the exact first thing that he did to me. Because I actually heard from like, I shit you not, 6 people like were like, Dio, have you found Poochie? I'm like, no, like where is Poochie? And like we like literally like were like going around our entire day and like just not seeing him, and I'm like, I guess I'm just not seeing him. And then I was like giving up, going for the exit, and I see just like a golden hatch like in the distance, and I'm like and Poochie. He sees me and he falls to his knees, and like I'll send you that picture too. It like he's just like like he like just falls to his knees with this guttural like shriek and like gets up and he's like, I have something for you. And I'm like, and then he just starts opening like his like disc CD thing or whatever. Like just was like, I got you this stand, but, and then he does the ear thing. He's like, this is for you. And I'm like,
yo, that is awesome. That like, it is such, because it's like nobody expects it. Like I didn't expect it. I was just like, okay, what's about to happen? And then he pulled the CD from behind the ear. I was just like, what? Yeah, it's so cool, man. And I think that's really fun to do with JoJo cosplayers, because like no JoJo cosplayer is gonna expect that. And mad props to him. And then y'all give him a follow. I know we mentioned him a lot up here. And his account is beyond the world art. There we go. You got to make sure that you use the dots. You got to make sure that you use the dots. And then I also wanted to give a shout out to Jamal as well, because he's a really awesome guy. What is Jamal's account? Let me pull it up real quick. Hit me with the Jeopardy music while I'm looking it up. This is taking forever. Where is it at? All right, there we go. Thank you so much for that. And it is Jambos 419. Give both of them a follow, because they're both awesome Poochies and they're awesome guys.
Who's that cosplayer?
Jenna, say what?
So moving along, I want to ask you, what has been some of your favorite experiences from going to conventions? Do you have any cool ones from over the years?
Oh yeah, no, all the cool experiences just like revolve around the people I meet, honestly. And honestly, like either mostly outside of con, like the funniest shit happens in hotel rooms. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
Like we invited everyone like back to our hotel room at Mega, and just a night with Cards Against Humanity and like some like stuff is like just sounds like normal stuff to you, but like, bro, we were just having the most like fun time. Like I don't know, like it's like really hard like to play Cards Against Humanity with some people, because like some humors just don't mix. Some people are really dumb. Like I don't know.
I agree.
But it was just so fun, and I think we even like, oh gosh, I don't think we got a noise complaint, but we were loud as fuck. Like it was really fun.
Yeah. Yeah, man. We went to a hotel party on Saturday and we got multiple noise complaints because it was just like it was music playing and there were people just making a lot of noise and whatnot, and it was insane. Like, hotel parties are crazy, but to everybody that's watching this interview, if you were invited to a hotel party and there's like 30 people in the hotel room, don't go in there.
Yeah,
Just turn. Like
Don't.
at KatsuCon this year, me and my boy were invited to a hotel party by somebody that I was sharing a room with. And it was just like, oh yeah, come upstairs. Like, there's food, there's drinks, all this stuff. And so we get up there and there's like 40 people in the room. Like, you cannot move around at all. I was like, bro, we're going downstairs. We are going back downstairs. I'm not sitting in this hot room with 40 people. Like, it's just like, how do you even talk to somebody? Like, you're all up against each other like this. Like, hey, how you doing? But it's just so wild. But I agree. When you have hotel parties with like a small group of people, it's so fun, playing video games, watching Netflix. Like, I put JoJo's Bizarre Adventure on the room with the people I was staying with. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not?
No, we have to. We're all smatty. My friend will put on 90 Day Fiance and we're like, stop.
Yeah, no. Like what? Like the lady from Family Guy. No. So, we're talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure a lot. People get on me all the time because I bring on so many JoJo's Bizarre Adventure cosplayers, but y'all know that I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So I got to ask you, which part is your favorite part?
Oh, man. See, part 3 has such a special, part of my heart and, chunk of my soul. But, Battle Tendency and Steel Ball Run are just forever fighting each other in my brain.
Those are good choices. I'm reading I'm reading Steel Ball Run right now, and I'm enjoying it so far. I can't remember what chapter it was, but it was the one where Avdol was being pulled on his horse. So I don't know what chapter it is. It's still early on, but so many people say good things about Steel Ball Run, and I can't wait till I get to the part where I'm just like, wow, this is really good. I mean, because I was the same way with Stone Ocean. Like, I was just like, man, this Stone Ocean stuff is getting serious. At first, I wasn't feeling it, but it started getting real, and then your boy started crying, and it's crazy. Have you ever cried watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Or reading it? Okay, well, if you cried reading it, you said Bruno?
It was Bruno.
Bruno. Is it when when was it for Bruno though?
When he was in the yellow cloud and he was saying, Giorno, you're good, you don't need me anymore. That really got me. Also, Risotto, actually. That pricked a couple tears a little bit because he just wanted his friends to be okay.
That is true. I mean, and when you think about it, there really are no bad guys in part 5. It's just people just trying to make sure that their crew is all right. True. Yeah. For me, it was when
Notorious Big.
You said who?
Notorious Big Benji.
Oh yeah. Yo, I want to cosplay as him. I've never seen any Notorious Big cosplayers. Part 5, I'm not really I like it, but it's not one of my favorites. But I always said if I was going to cosplay as somebody from part 5, it was going to be somebody that I do not see people cosplay as. So I said I would do Notorious Big. But for me, when Caesar Zeppeli died, I was not expecting it. And I was just like, man, they really killed Caesar. Caesar was my favorite character from part 2, man. And I'm getting sad talking about it right now. So I'm gonna move on. I want to ask you, which Joestar is your favorite Joestar?
Oh man, I want to be basic and say Joseph, but probably Jotaro, because if you read the manga, he is so much more fucking funny. He is just cracking jokes left and fucking right, but it's pure fucking Jotaro tense sarcasm. It's perfect.
Yeah. All right, so first thing I'm gonna say, everybody gets 1 F-bomb, and you just used 3. So this interview is over. Goodbye.
No! Hey, you knew me. You knew what you were getting into.
I know. I'll tell you a story afterwards. But no.
Benji gets demonetized.
I will say that there are certain things that happen in the manga that they do not put in the anime. And I don't know why. I guess it's so that way that they can just move stuff along. But I didn't know that about Jotaro. I didn't know that he cracked jokes and all that stuff, because in the anime, part 3 Jotaro, he's just serious all the time.
No,
just
for
serious.
real.
But part 4 Jotaro, I love part 4 Jotaro. That's my guy. That's why I cosplay as him. And then part 6 is a good dad. He's a really good dad, you know. So I'll give him that. So now that I know your favorite part and your favorite Joestar, I want to know which villain is your favorite villain. I have a feeling that I know what the answer is, but I feel like you may surprise all of us.
Oh man, I do like Dio, but hear me out.
Okay.
Cars.
Yo, Cars is a bad bitch. Cars is it's like when that hair is blowing in the wind.
Holy shit, I have never gone more wild.
Yes. Oh my. I don't know if you're one of those type of people, but I like to think that Yukiko is a descendant of Cars. Like they have to be related in some type of way, because they do the same scene where it's just like the sun is in her hair and it has to be. It has to. Cars is still up there somewhere in space, and he's just like, that is my great granddaughter somehow. I don't know.
He said like a little flick of rock with just one.
And I know what you're talking about. And before he turned to stone, he just flicked it off.
He just yeah.
He flicked it off, and it
landed.
As
he do.
Yeah. Oh my god. All right, so final JoJo.
Han Solo did the same thing. You don't know that though. They don't tell you that.
I see. I never. He used the Force. He might have knew how to use it. We don't know. I mean, I don't know. But final JoJo question. If you could have your own stand, one that has not appeared in the series, what would the stand's name be, and what would your stand's ability be?
One that has not appeared in the series?
Yes. Like this is your own stand that you created from scratch.
I actually have a very good answer for this, and I also have fan art to back it up. It is called Third Eye Blind, and essentially it is Umbra kinetic magic where it creates weapons out of dark energy. And if it's in light, it's kind of shit out of luck. But if it's in darkness, it's cool.
That's pretty dope. I like that. It's kind of similar to Dark Shadow from My Hero Academia.
Yeah,
I like that. That's pretty dope. See, I love it when people know what their stand is going to be and they know their abilities and whatnot. And I love asking this question because everybody always has unique abilities. There's only been there's one time I interviewed somebody and they said the exact same thing that somebody else said. And I was just like, did you watch their interview? They was like, no.
Wait, what was it?
It was JoJo and Avino. They both said the exact same thing. They said that their stand's name would be Alice in Chains, and it would both of the stand's abilities revolved around using metal and stuff like that. And I was just like, I don't know. Stand users are drawn to each other. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. Right? It was just pure coincidence. But thank you for answering my JoJo questions. So we are getting here close to the end of the interview, and I just got one more question that I want to ask you, and that is to anybody that would like to learn how to build their own cosplays from scratch, what is the best advice that you would give to them?
Man, just do it. And that like sounds so cliche, but like cliches are honestly cliche for a reason. Like I have learned so much with just like failing at like certain things. Like granted, my wallet has suffered, but I have learned so many new techniques, and I don't know, like it's talk to people. Like don't just try to reinvent the wheel yourself, because if like there's just a simple YouTube tutorial that you can modulate into what you need, like half the work is already done for you, and people can even tell you like tips and tricks if you do like message them and be like, hey, I'm trying to do X, Y, and Z. They'll be like, oh shit, definitely don't listen to that part of the tutorial, use this. So just talk to people, try. Like it's, I don't know, I just started building one day and I got here, so
and now you have a global empire and you're about to take over the world. And I love that. That's some pretty solid advice. And to piggyback off of what you said, I love the fact that you can go online, and if there's something that you're trying to create, there is a tutorial out there for you. So with that being said, thank you so much, Brennnndon, for joining me up here on a brand new episode of Who's That Cosplayer. It was awesome talking to you, and I hope that all of your followers that watched this video, they were able to learn some more about you if they didn't know already. So with that being said, let everybody in social media land know where they can find you at.
All right. I'm on Instagram at BRE and 4 N's DON. My name is Brennnndon.
Hey, awesome. Hey, and y'all know where y'all can find me, your hero Benjamin Banks at KingBenji_Banks on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. You can find me on Facebook at Benjamin Banks. I should be the first person to pop up. If not, then I need to contact Mr. Zuckerberg. Thank you again for watching this interview. Make sure you check out some more interviews that we have here on the channel. Check out the podcast where we have brand new episodes every Tuesday. The link is down below in the description. And like I always say, keep that pinky up, stay positive. We'll see you next time on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Peace.
Thanks again, everybody, for watching another episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe to the channel. Podcast, we got that too. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and hit that bell for further episodes and notifications. Thanks a lot to our patrons. And if you don't mind, join the Patreon. We'll be having new specials coming up soon.